Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and to finish up this series, after like 2 years of making these videos, we're going to focus on two versions of China. We're really going to see a tale of two different levels of quality. In this video, we're starting with Wu. And Wu honestly is easily the worst or probably second worst leader in the game, and I think it really says something about the quality of China's base kit when the two worst leaders in the game are Chinese leaders. China's ability, Dynastic Cycle, giving you 10% extra boost to Eurekas and Inspirations, and getting the free Eurekas and Inspiration from building wonders is good if you have a wonder building focus, if you have some sort of like economy bonus. But unless you're playing Qin Mandate, you're really not going to be building enough wonders for this to matter, and the 10% of your extra Inspirations and Eurekas is really only gonna get you so far. The Crouching Tiger and Great Wall are really not too great either. The Crouching Tiger being a defensive ranged unit with one range just ain't it. And the Great Wall can get you a lot of golden culture, but it's a serious drag on builder charges, and it's a huge opportunity cost to production and food, which are much more important yields than the golden culture you're going to get off of this Great Wall. So China really needs a strong leader to excel. Like you see in Qin Mandate of Heaven, you can get a really great China game if you have that strong leader, and Wu just ain't that. Manual of Entrapment gives you a free spy at Defensive Tactics, which is like weirdly deep in the tree for this bonus. I think Wu would be super buffed if you got this at like Political Philosophy or like some early civic. You need it for feudalism, you need for civil service, defensive tactics, and those are great civics, but you're not usually beelining defensive tactics. You're usually filling in things like political philosophy, you're getting drama and poetry, you're getting games and recreation. So this is not like a super big rushed civic. You get bonuses to operations, which means your spies act one level higher. That's okay. Then you get 100% of the faith, culture, and science that a city produced during the turn that your offensive actions finished. So you get a free spy that can operate better, and you get it earlier. You can buy them with faith, and so that would seem okay, but spy missions are like crazy RNG dependent, and they take so much time. They're 8 turns, so essentially you get a bonus once every 8 turns starting halfway through the game. And like this means that you're forced to run Machiavellianism, which makes them 25% faster, or take 25%, I can't remember. You'll get somewhere like an extra 20 to all 3 of those yields. What is it? Faith, culture, and science. You'll get an extra 20 of those yields every like 8 to 10 turns starting around Renaissance era, right? So this is really just not going to get you what you want. And then you're going to use that faith or production to get your other spies out. I think you can get like 5 spies or so by the end of the game. It's really not that much if you're really focusing spies. But by the time this really starts to pay off, which is modern era, you should be winning. If you're not winning by the modern era, you're not going to get bonuses from this like huge. You're not going to get the science payout or the culture payout or the faith payout that you think you're going to get. Well, go into one of your games, open up your highest science city in like the Renaissance era, and see how much science you're actually making. And it's somewhere like 30 to 40, maybe even 60 science per turn. But if you look at your other yields, like your faith or your culture, you're usually either focusing one or the other by that point. And you want this bonus to be rolling early, and you're not going to get what you want early out of this. It's really just not good. Spies are not good. And that's not even considering that successful completion is random, and gathering sources doesn't count as an offensive action. You're dependent on districts that the AI has built, and you can get your spy killed. And being killed is better than getting your spy captured, especially if the AI doesn't want to buy your spy, and you would lose a bunch of gold for that science and culture and faith conversion. So you have 20 to 30 turns without a bonus if you had to build another spy and then gather sources again. So this is really just like anything else would have been better than this. Pretty much anything else would have been better than what we got. Wu really plays best as like an offensive warmonger sort of civ, where you're stealing gold, which is the best spy action because it's like the highest % chance of happening. Gold is a yield that you don't get off of your spies now naturally, so you shouldn't really be getting the tech boost or the great work. Start stealing gold, use that gold to buy buildings, use that gold to buy, most importantly, units probably. Use those units to conquer, snowball. But the problem is playing offensively doesn't work well with spies because you're constantly moving your spies around. If you're waiting for your spy to finish an action before you take a city, you're just wasting time. China's kit is also super defensive, and you don't have anything offensive built into China's kit, so it's a contradiction. So like normally I would break down how to play the Civ, but playing Wu is playing without a leader bonus. You just play the way you would play without a leader, and every now and then you send out a spy. You don't have a unique unit to speak of. You don't have a unique district. Your Great Wall is just a waste of builder charges if you're playing offensively. I mean, yeah, you can get some gold off of it, so put it like... Builders after a certain point in an offensive game don't matter too much, so you're going to throw it up in the back line, like the back cities, and make some culture and gold off of it. But you're playing without any sort of bonuses at this point. You're not really pursuing Eurekas and inspirations if you're playing a domination game. You're just taking over things, taking over the cities that the AI have built, using their adjacency or like high adjacency campuses and theater squares, using their population that they've built, their infrastructure that they've built to win the game. So, I mean, don't try for a science victory, don't try for a diplo victory, don't try for a religious victory, just go for an offensive victory. It's the only way to win with her that's really any way useful. Or better yet, just don't play Wu. Honestly, she's disappointing. She's an F tier Civ. Best used for domination, but any other leader with any bonus, except for Canada, would be better at domination than she would be. She could do diplomacy with the gold, but you don't have a culture bonus or production bonus to build the wonders. To me, she's probably the worst or second worst. I think Unifier Chin is worse, honestly. I think Unifier Chin might be worse. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I'll see you next time in the final video for the game's best leader when we focus on Yongle. Goodbye.